Today we're taking a quick look at the Ba-Kor Knives Bowie Knife. This is a beautiful, beautiful blade. This knife kept coming up as a sponsored listing on Amazon whenever I would look stuff up there, and I reached out to the manufacturer to say, hey, this knife is great, would love to review it on my channel and show this knife off because it just looks awesome. It's like a 0.3 inch thick blade on the spine, really nice recurved shape, beautiful wood handle and steel guard, 9CR 18 MOV steel. So as far as Chinese stainless steels go, that's a pretty nice one. And if they heat treated that blade well, it should be just a great chunk of steel. So here we are. I'm trying to split this big piece of wood, but man, I don't know if it's just too gnarly and hard or what, but we could not get much action there. I even I started using a bigger baton, but it was really splintery, and so I switched to this smaller one, and we didn't really get anywhere with that huge chunk. So I decided to switch to something smaller. Oh, actually, I decided just to see if I could chop it with this big thick blade. It's an 8-inch blade, and I said a minute ago 0.3 inches thick, so it's heavy, it's beastly, and we're just getting stuck in this chunky, gnarly piece of firewood here. So we'll get rid of that. Here we get a nice gentle piece to see how it splits that, which should be no problem, right? So we'll pick up this other stick from something I'd batoned previously, and we'll just push it down through. I think it struggled a little bit just because that spine is so thick. You know, once I got it down there, you know, it's easier just to chop through and finish that. So I really wanted to see how the edge on this knife chopped, and you know, we're going through like this 1-inch thick piece of firewood, and then bam, bam, that happened. And that sucks. Well, guys, there you have it, man. I loved the look of this knife. It is freaking cool. It is an awesome looking design. The handle ergonomics felt fantastic, but I'm not really somebody who has just solely a collection of knives. I like to use them, and this one it just failed pretty quick. This wood handle cracked, and it's an unusable knife now. So I emailed the manufacturer right after this happened. They got back to me right away, said they're sending the pictures I sent them to their factory, find the root cause of the issue. That hey, it's cracked during some pretty routine wood chopping. You saw in this video every action I took with this knife. I did very little editing. I edited myself, walking away from my stump there. I did not edit any use of the blade out of that video. So you can see it happened really fast. The work was pretty minimal. I was chopping at that piece of firewood. It was not a substantial piece. Now it's hardened firewood, I guess, but I would not have guessed this to do that. Now, I don't have any other knives in my collection that are a hidden tang wood handle like this. So, maybe a knife with a handle like this just isn't made for chopping. But when you have a super thick, heavy blade like this with this big belly up front, you'd think it would be suitable for doing some relatively routine wood chopping. So The manufacturer, Ba-Kor, they are going to look into it and see if they can improve the design. Let me know if you're into the manufacturing of knives. You know what happened. What do you think? What do you think happened? If this knife was not wood and it was something like G10 or micarta, would we have had an issue? Would it have just loosened here at this decorative, I don't know, standoff or whatever you want to call this here? It is disappointing to say the least. So that does it for this review. Take it easy. We'll see you on the next video.